Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and grill and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw is Fields, sliding out of the pocket. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 3rd and 3. the middle they go. Keys makes some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Keys brought down in the play by Deron Bland. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him to 31.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Fields. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now is 2nd and 10. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of line behind it. And they will move up by 10 now at 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute it, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Fields on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second and 9 from the 44. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 19 yards away. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The Bears offense staying put, and Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
What are you looking at, ref?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Another run for Gibbs here. Able to power through. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. A give right side for Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A final shot before the break. Fields looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see to start this second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Fields. This is taken in by McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
114 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Flushed out right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside play.
Room here to run. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. So 2 lead changes already in this 3rd quarter. One side takes the lead with a field goal, the other takes it right back.
And I'm starting to get the feel that it's going to be this way all the way to the end. I hope you feel the same way, because in this particular game, these two are evenly matched. Let's see how it turns out.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what?
Now after after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Go, go, go!
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now run by Gibbs, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd down, Keys. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now Fields going to move him around. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Keys. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Now he's loose again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Bears have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Well, that is a situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on fourth down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
In it to win it.
Here's 1st and 10.
This defense is asleep.
To throw is Rodgers. St. Brown on the catch. And that's going to be a first down to the 30 as he's brought down inbounds. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.